Good afternoon, everyone. I want to invite you on this platform of mine before Mr. Bain comes on, I think about 5 or 5:30, to bring you his platform, which we're all co-jointly working together. Co-jointly, yes. My name is Jillian Bartlett. I am the Vice Chairlady of the Coalition of Independence in the West Grand Bahama. I'm also an executive member and a coordinator, fitness trainer, a Grammy, a patriotic Bahamian, and the list goes on and on. So this is 2025, and what am I coming to you with this today? Now, I put some information on my page with regards to 2026, and generally, we talk about a lot about New Year resolutions and this, but I hear nobody's talking about it at all. I think we're so over it, I think we are totally over the New Year resolution, Sharon. We're tired of making resolutions and can't keep it. So it looks like it's going to be into full-blown politics, yeah. But I'm praying that this year it'll be more common sense approach to what we want to see in our country and how we want our country to operate. Right. All right, so I'm a low battery. Good. I don't really care. So, again, as of after the last general election, and during the last general election, the Coalition of Independence had put their horse in the race to be the next government and to show that a third force is out there. And normal Bahamians like me, you, and everybody else. They're not career politicians. And they said, we had enough. We want to come forward. And they did. It started off with these three. Mr. Lincoln Bain, as you can see at the top, Miss Veronica. I think Miss Maria Daxon was there, but she decided to take another post, and that's fine. This is how we operate. Then we have Dr. McIver, and we have our chairlady, Miss Charlotte Green. All good Bahamian people who are interested in the next general election, and I don't blame them. I really don't blame them. I'm also a part of that team, and I really want to see better for my country. So this is year 2026, right? Yeah, we're all here. Lovely. We have so many ways of disseminating our messages. We don't have to go to the old radio, but we try to work with them. But we don't really have to go to them. As you can tell on Mr. Lincoln's Bain 2 weeks ago, he did a live. And guess what? He was able to reach 150,000 persons on his live with regards to what happened with the Chinese. And it shows that, we're like in a whole different area. But we knew this a long time. We knew this long before radio shows. Because for years, many Bahamians, and I can name them all, who are under the COI, canvassing and speaking out on topics, myself, one. We also have the younger generation, the uncut. I mean, they are raw and uncut. But they have a portion where you can come on and speak, to the letter and make sure your voice is heard. Radio shows are boring. Even the TV shows are boring because they have to be sponsored by someone, so they can't really allow the real voices to speak. So we have the Uncut 242. He has his show along with another gentleman, and I'll be collaborating with them. Yes, I think sometime this week or next week. I started a show last Tuesday, but I'm not afraid to talk publicly on these platforms. I just am not going to waste my time talking on radio shows. And I'm not interested in the TV shows and part of the radio shows who put it on Facebook. You have a voice now. You're living in 2025, 6. You have a voice. You can speak. You don't need to be tailored to no one's TV, little TV and little radio. This is global. And this is what we like. And this is where we feel we need to be as the next third party vying to be the next governing party of the Bahamas. Yeah. So yeah, I explain who our leaders are. And let me just read this little tidbit with regards to what the Coalition of Independence is really all about, okay? It's a party. There's a party that's created to establish the Bahamian empowerment. I don't need to read no more. Bahamian empowerment is so important, and I'm going to tell this to all my friends who are Jamaicans and who are Trinidadians and who are Haitians. Yeah, I have Haitians who I've known, grew up with. I'm not friendly with any of them, but you got all different people in our society. We got Africans, we got everybody. Listen, don't get thin skinned. When here under the COI, the same emblem there, the color of that emblem is the color of the flag in the back of me and what I'm wearing up. Don't get upset because it's our time. Don't get upset, okay? We don't need your permission. We don't care if you don't like it or not. We're standing up for our country. This is called the Bahamas. Jamaica stand up for Jamaica. Haiti stand up for Haiti. Trinidad stand up for Trinidad. Listen, what in the world is going on in England as we speak? Why are they still protesting? Did y'all see that huge protest in England? Y'all know they had about 5 different prime ministers? Listen, we living in 21st century, okay? My children ready to take over. I don't have time to be sitting back, allowing little radio shows and little TV shows to dictate how we should speak and what we should say. We're decent people. If they can allow and don't sanction persons who swearing and cursing, carrying on like they have no brought up seat in the Bahamas. Yeah, I'm talking about y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. We don't have time for that in the COI. We have a different caliber and a different standard. And what we want to do as a political party, we want to empower the Bahamian people. We want a better economy. We need stability, okay? Stability works for everyone. It don't matter if you for PLP, F&M and can't make up your mind and use a one-man band. It works for all of you, okay? We need a world-class education system. That's what the COI want. I think Dr. McIver called it smart hospitals and smart schools. We need all of that. These buildings are not working anymore. The garbage around our society isn't working anymore. You go into every society, no matter if it's a 4-star hotel or it's just your neighborhood. The garbage is too much. Don't y'all get tired of that? Y'all get tired of them traveling all over the place and then tell y'all, give us one more chance. It's 6 months in. Give us one more chance. No. The COI is saying, give us one more chance. Bring in Bahamians who love their country, qualified, caring, patriotic, organic Bahamians, and let us fix the crap. Because we can't trust them to do it anymore. What else does COI want to do? Next to world-class education and world-class healthcare, because you didn't get your hospital yet, eh? I need to drink water when I talk about that. Oh God, I need to drink plenty of water. So this is my thing for the Bahamian people. Don't get sick, okay? Just don't get sick. Simple solution. We're not hurting our head about it. Don't get sick. You don't have to be worrying about social service because you'll have your natural resources helping you. No, because the 2 political parties had their chance and opportunity to make sure that our natural resources work to reinvest into our Bahamas. So I don't care who out there who ain't Bahamian. If you're Bahamian living in my country, that's fine. This is why we're standing up. You have 2 political parties in a seat of authority, and they're acting like activists. And I go like, this don't make no sense. I don't know what they're trying to do. I don't know. It's because the fact that Mr. Bain about always had a strong following, but it's gotten stronger since he did that Chinese video in the park. Yeah, and it's apparent that that hit a nerve in our society, because that's the problem. So, what else? They want to revitalization of our nation. Again, the country in which I'm speaking about and for, with regards to a new political party coming in, is called the Bahamas. We are friendly to everyone, and who want to catch feelings about what we should say in our country, for our people, we don't care. We're standing with this party, regardless, because the 2 political parties are in authority, and I don't see the hospital. I don't see the roads fixed. I see garbage everywhere. People are talking about it. It's ridiculous. It's getting out of hand. And if they have so much experience, like they say they have, right? How come these little small matters are not dealt with? Something to think about. I wouldn't give nobody a chance who's been a career politician all these years. That's what. So yeah. So one morning I woke up and I can't find my black pen. I think I read out of writing, so I have it in this, and it's difficult to see this. Don't laugh. This is 2026. It's not the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, not the 20th. It's 2021st, the 21st century, 2026. And I really want you to safeguard your frontal lobe, your eyes, your ears, your mouth. I really want you to work on that because we don't like the quality of personalities that come on Facebook. Yes, I'm going to say it. I don't mind the ones on radio. We don't care about them. They're old school. ZNS TV, old school, old school, old school. We don't want to be that. Us, who is now on this platform, please stop it. It's nasty. It's not the quality of what we want in our country, okay? We don't want everybody to think we're stupid like that. That's what I'm going to say. We don't want them to think we're stupid. We're highly intelligent Bahamians. And the quality I see coming out of some of these other personality mouth is nasty. It's not good. So I want you to safeguard your selfie against your selfies, and don't wait to be told how you need to operate your position. Because you know why? You could be the very thing, the very, very thing, the very next big thing, the very, very thing that everybody's waiting to connect with because they're so tired of listening to the crap. Okay? You could be the light. There's too much garbage. And I'm not me. I'm not saying that because I go around and I take pictures, because I don't believe you should lie to the people. You're lying to the people. You give the perception globally as you attend these meetings on all levels. I'm wondering, like, man, how they could go over there and say this and say that and talk about the climate and they're not doing anything. We don't see nothing that they've done to prevent the climate. Tell me, what climate can you control, please? The Climate Change Committee globally. Please tell me, how can you change it? You can't. The climate has always been a problem. Read the Bible. It ain't gonna change. Please let it make sense to us, because we used to be wondering, like, how come they go to all these different countries, represent our country, we don't hear our own voice? We'd be like, that's not what we're concerned about. I don't know what they were voted in for, but when you look from a common sense perspective, and you see crime is really high, and you see migration has gotten out of control because you're not pleased of stopping them, and you can't fix their country. And then when you see your hospitals decay, and then you see your roads getting potholed. As a matter of fact, the roads in Nassau ain't got potholes. They call earth holes. You could just be careful. Go around it. Then you see the condition of the hospital. Then you see the condition of the men in the House of Assembly carrying on. You gotta safeguard yourself from so much garbage, and it's hard. But you know something? People who have standards, we're not worried about that. They showed us who they are. They continue to tell us who they are, and we really believe them. Okay, so we don't have a problem with that. So let me just read something that came to me. I put it on my Facebook page because I wanted you to read it, but I accidentally attached it to something talking about junk, But you know something? All works together for good. Here are some valuable tips for 2026, okay? Write down what you tend to forget. As a matter of fact, you can use your WhatsApp. You can use your WhatsApp voice audio. You can create a calendar and have a timer. You don't need to be worrying about, I getting up in age. That's a lie of the hell. Technology has so much things to help you to be more vigilant and reminder. Okay, so I wanted to put that one in there. You want to align yourself with the sleep habits that I've introduced to myself. Listen, I can get up early, and I'm going to go to bed early. Work is at a certain time. Why are you staying up till 11, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock? And you got to get up for 9 to be on the road. Take care of yourself, please. When you see the sunrise, rise with the sun. It's okay. You're going to get used to it, but you can get that full sleep. Go to bed on time. Wake up on time. It helps your body to recover. You'll be amazed if you do it this way. You'll be amazed the change in your body. All right? So that's my health tip perspective there. Number 3, stay present. But be mindful of the future. Stay present. Why do I say that? Okay, so we're in 2026 and you're still upset with things in 2025 and 2024 and 2023 and 2022 and 2021. Stay present. Your conversation should be in the present. If someone wants to moan and whine about something, let them go. You don't want to carry that. Every year you want to hear that same story over and over, how Sally Brown to Billy Bob. You got to hear that over and over and over. And that spills over in politics. That spills over in things that happen abroad. You're going to keep hearing that crap over and over. Cut it off, cut it off. Stay in the present. Stay in the present, but be mindful of the future. When asked a multiple of questions, boy, people like to ask you a lot of questions. I don't know why. I say they want to know if that's your real hair. I don't know. They want to know how old you are. They want to know who your family is. Okay. It's a lot of questions. Like, and you just meet them for 2 seconds, you know. Go like, really now? Excuse me. Be wise in how you answer because you really don't need to answer. I'd be like, are you a reporter? Are you trying to get information for someone? Why do you need to know all of this? You can be polite and say, listen, and you have a nice day. And they'll look at you like, I just finished asking her 10 questions. She didn't answer one. No, you don't have to answer none. But if you choose to answer one, be wise. That's all I can say. Okay? You all know what I'm talking about in the Bahamas, so let's be real. Approach new people with an open mind. This is a good one. Because you got to form your own impression about that individual. It doesn't matter who they are, you know. Just approach them from your perspective. Don't listen to anyone. Now, keep in mind, if it's a public, if the person is a public nuisance, like, you know, they broke a crime or they shoot somebody, you know that, right? But meet people on your own level. Don't let nobody convolute, okay, you know, this person, this, you know, kind of rumors going around. Don't. It's gossip. Meet people on your own level. Talk to them on your own perspective. Make your own impression of them. Do not wait to let other people determine who you should talk to and make good relationships with. Focus on positivity. This is necessary because, let me tell you something. All the negative stuff is too confusing for me. I can't deal with it. I'd be like, no. What does this have to do with having a better community? What does this have to do with picking up the garbage? What does this have to do with having a better government? You talking about that person? Let's call that person right now. Put them on three-way call. Nip it at the butt. That's it. Then you will see they'll never come back to you talking foolishness again. Or negativity. Prioritize and building new and better relationships. When I'm talking about family, please. Families, please. Just get over it. You'll make amends, clear the air, and let everything be good, okay? Maintain a clear conscience. And let me tell you how you can maintain a clear conscience. This is really simple. To maintain a clear conscience, it doesn't matter if it's day or night, it's public or private. Always do the right thing. Let that digest well. Always do the right thing. I think the Bible say, don't take revenge. I think that's what the Bible say. Don't take revenge. But this is for you personally, because some people have a conscience and some people don't, okay? So whatever you do, remember that there's somebody that's watching. It doesn't matter what you say in public and then you doing it in private. Something different, and vice versa. Whatever you do it right in the dark and the light. Do it right if somebody's watching or not watching. Your conscience can be so clear, you can be like crystal clear. You'll be like, wow, I just knocked 10 years of my life worrying about something, or I did something, or didn't do something. Just stay in that lane. It ain't that bad. So here I go. I'm not going to be here long today, as I always tell you. Recognize the equality in all individuals, regardless to their status or position. Now, let me just clarify this now. The person out of position and the person's out of order, this doesn't apply to that. I'm talking about anybody, everybody. It doesn't matter their position, okay? What you want to do is to recognize the equality in them. Again, I'm not saying if someone is really doing something that's a law-breaking thing or something really bad, that bad. Now, you don't recognize it there. I'm talking about just people generally, man. Stop stereotyping. We all black people, we only want black people. We all white people, we only want white people. The black don't like the white, and the white don't like the black. I ain't never had that experience in my whole entire life as long as I've been living. I get along with everybody. Now, if you want to be snitchy, I could be snitchy too. But remember now, be equal with everybody. Because you want to get out of that, this black-white thing, this poor-rich thing, this I don't know, all that foolishness, and it just don't make no sense. I just tired of it. We ain't back in the darn slave age, so we know what we want. Additionally, when someone tells you by showing you who they really, really are, really, really believe them, you don't have to pray about it. If they show you who they are, and they telling you by showing you who they are, and this is good or bad, okay? So don't have to be something bad. Just believe them. Don't pray over it, and then you know what you got to do. You'll know what you got to do. So, what I want to talk about today. What's bugging me today? Okay, maybe y'all didn't see it, but this is bugging me. This is bugging me today. The recent bills passed in the House of Assembly is bugging me today. Yes. And I want to talk about it a bit because I want you to be informed of these bills, because I know y'all don't like watching them in the House Assembly. I know that. And you have to know, like, if you're out here fighting for public cleanliness and maybe better homes for Bahamians, or maybe you're talking about the migration issues that you feel have gotten out of hand, or maybe you want equality pay, maybe you want wages, maybe you want social service to pay more, maybe you want better pay for your police officers, and a line of credit, maybe you want them to have free housing, maybe you want that. Maybe you wanted 3 years ago for the government to lower VAT. Don't increase it. Just don't increase it after them. Just leave it alone. Maybe that's what you wanted a couple of years ago. Maybe these are the issues that are bugging you. Maybe it's just the pothole in the road and traffic. You just listen. You're tired. You're tired of that bus system, and you're tired of them in the House Assembly talking, and you don't see it trickling down to your communities, and then you see the garbage going up, and then you're wondering why crime's out of control and why the young men are not being fully utilized with a government that's experienced and have been governing a very small population. This is not a huge population, it's a tiny island, and you just don't see no balance in it, and you're just wondering what these bills were in the House of Assembly that they passed. And I want you to listen, because I can say this quick. I won't start with one bill, but let me just stick the script, okay? Let me just stick the script. I hit my head on this one because it's not all that. So we're going to talk about the recent bills and the boundaries and the redistribution of seats. Yeah, all those government workers who department isn't working. It's definitely not working under this government, and the other ones are not. Definitely not working in opposition to make sure that they are working for the good of the whole Bahamas. But this is some of the bills that will pass. It's important to you, Bahamians. Very important that these bills be passed, because this is what you want. You want climate change and carbon market initiative amendment. I think I like carbon market initiative because that's to do with the natural resources. So why they got to blend it in with climate change? Why they always have to do this entanglement? And I'm like, y'all ain't learn your lessons yet. When the Bahamian people don't trust you, you know it over, right? You could go ahead and make up the smuggling bill, go back in there, correct it, come back and say you take a infeudment out of it, and the infeudment really is about letting people come into your country and over any position, and y'all did that at CARICOM. Y'all don't get it. You did it with the gambling referendum. We say no, y'all say yes, and oh, it was just an opinion poll. You come with the biometric, we say, by who? Not under this government. No. First you got to trust the government so you could do the biometric, and then you got to make some corrections. No, we ain't having that. Then you come with the asylum talk. Y'all don't get it? Y'all didn't get it. Y'all didn't get the memo. Like, Bahamians had enough of this. So, but anyway, they're going to combine the climate change along with the carbon market initiative. Mr. Davis, could I address you personally, please? I think it was in the latter year of 2024. You said you were going to come to the table and you were going to speak to the public. You should have done it in a town meeting, but you did not. You got busy. You thought you were smart, and you decided to bring the carbon market initiative in a bill. But you still ain't come to the public. Yes, you drop a little note here, but you told us you was going to come to us, the public, late 2024. It's like I can't forget that. When you tell me something, you're going to do it and you don't do it, and I waiting, and I looking in the headlines, and I wondering when you going to drop the news. How this carbon market initiative, now you'll call it a carbon market. We can call it the carbon credit initiative, which is a natural resources. So you just go and pass it. Yeah, you passed it a long time. We get it. 2 years ago. You did a Gestapo move again. You came. You did not give any public education. No, it was the COI who was giving the public exposure and education. And you're doing it again. I think you are infamous, Mr. Davis, in not following protocols and breaking laws. I think that's your thing, and that's fine because that's you. You show us who you are, and we believe you. So we don't know what that's all about. This carbon change for carbon change, climate change, and the carbon market initiative amendment. So y'all better watch it. Keep your eye open. Then we have this one concerns me a great deal because I keep wondering why they keep fooling with our junk, I keep wondering because I was a Junkanoo judge, okay? Yeah, I was. This is when they were trying to make Junkanoo more professional and bring it into the 20th century, I guess, because that's how long ago it was when we was doing these seminars. But we had to go to a certain school and we had to sit in long seminars for 2 hours so we could properly be judged with no yin or yang for whomever, but we know how to go, right? So I went through all of that and I got all the knowledge. I used to have a huge booklet, like a big stack book that we had to study and bring to these seminars that last for about maybe 2 months, I believe. And they were very good, very thorough. So I don't understand what's happening with Junkanoo. Maybe Miss Linda Stubbs, Mount Moriah candidate who can probably really try to break this down for us, because we don't want them to mess up. We do not want Junkanoo to be political. It's an art form. We want it to be for the artisans and the musicians and the dancers. And why aren't y'all having awards for them and giving them grand prizes between $5,000 to $10,000 for this category, that category. Why aren't y'all using the natural resources to even help the artisans? What is this amendment for? I really want to know what this amendment is about. It's called the National Junkanoo Authority of the Bahamas under Willis George Bethel and Williams Wallace. This was done like the latter time, like in 2025. You know, where let's kick up talking about Junkanoo. So close to Christmas, we was wondering what's going on. So I decide to look it up. Let's look at the names of the persons. I didn't even bother to figure out what these confusing politics trying to intertwine and mix up the people in Junkanoo with regards to what's really happening with our Junkanoo per se. Why are they going here? What's the point of interfering with what is? And I did attend those seminars maybe 15 years ago, and they were excellent. They were quite professional. I thought I was professional there. But they say there's certain ways Junkanoo judge should act, and boy, what I saw, somebody should have been policing the judges they put out there, because they were so unprofessional. But we still did our duty in the rain, getting hit by costumes, no respect. We still sat in those panels for hours, for 2 months, maybe 3 months, to be good Junkanoo judges. So I had to look up what's this National Junkanoo Authority of the Bahamas under Willis George Bethel and William Wallace. William Wallace, that's two last names. Okay, fine. Bethel is a Bahamian name, I believe. I don't know. I don't know these people. So I looked it up and I said, let me just, because I wanted to look up one of these, because couldn't read up all of these. All right, I can be finished in 10 minutes. So this is what it's all about. I look up the gentleman's name, both known in the Bahamas as prominent figures in Junkanoo, and so was like I say, so was Jackson Burnside. Oh, y'all thought we can forget him, eh? He's very prominent. He was an artist, an architect, and teacher. So I wonder when he's gonna get his name prominently in the House of Assembly, legislated for whatever they need to legislate under him. A Bahamian. I'm waiting for that. I really would like to see that, because like I said, Mr. Burnside, Jackson Burnside, was an artist, architect, teacher, and he served as the other gentlemen whose names were William and what the other one name? William and Willis George Bethel and William Wallace. These are the persons who are legislated in this bill for the Bahamas. They serve as co-chairs of the National Junkanoo Committee, with legislation even named after them. That's good. I'm not getting my head about it. I'm just educating you and let you know what they did. Whilst William Wallace, also referred to as the famous medieval Scottish knight, I guess that's the name of a Junkanoo, I believe, and the hero of the Scottish independence. The Bahamas duos are recognized for their dedication to the Scottish resistance and of England, where they historically were figures who basically did something in England, so on and so forth. So that's very important. That's extremely important, okay? I believe it is very important over the potholes. Very important over taking care of one's community. It's dirty. Very important over the young men getting the first-hand jobs in the parks, because it's $29 million allotted for those jobs. These things are very important in these bills, and I'm not kidding, because this is what they push for 2026. So yeah, it's nice. I'm happy for the Willis George Bethel and William Wallace, and maybe one day we can legislate something for Mr. Jackson Burnside, who's a legend in Junkanoo. Maybe one day. I don't know when it's going to be. That's fine. We need to take politics out of Junkanoo. It's not going to work, okay? So what was next on the bill? The bills that were passed in the House of Assembly. The famous smuggling bill. This was so confusing. I mean, they actually made a mistake. Ryan Pinder went and corrected. Then Mr. Bain found another intrusion in this bill. It's called an infruitment thing that allows people to come into your country. Doesn't this sound the same as CARICOM message, WTO message? But this is a little more advanced. So why did they name it the smuggling bill? They know we've been advocating for people who break our laws. And yes, we've seen the death of so many persons who left the Bahamas actually to take persons abroad in a vessel, and the vessel killed over 17 people back then. But then we still have a problem with illegal migration from 25 years ago. That hasn't been solved. And so we're wondering what we need a smuggling bill for. Exactly what we need Keith Bell to come and talk about the asylum bill, which was actually introduced by the Minnis administration. We need all these things to make sense when you representing a body of Bahamians who are well educated now to govern its own party because we don't like the way you govern. It's too what do you call it? It is too duplicit. We don't like this. We don't like it. It's not transparent. We don't have no Freedom of Information Act. It's too corrupt. There's too much entities going on, and we're not getting answers. But we see people dropping like fly, as in being called to the higher authority. So we want to know about this smuggling bill. Mother Pratt, I never had any faith that you will do the right thing. And if you did, I apologize. But the hammer is on you right now, okay? What is the data protection bill? Y'all better Google this. I can Google that one because I didn't have a chance to Google it. I really, I'm going to Google it because I want to know what data y'all talking about. Are y'all talking about my personal data? Y'all talking about my data on my phone? Y'all talking about us speaking publicly? Because the last time I looked, this hasn't changed. We have the freedom. I just hope this data isn't talking about you're going to police what we say, because that ain't going to work. If you want to police anybody, go police those other persons who speak and swear and curse and carry on with no class. That's what you need to deal with. So automatic exchange of financial app. I'm curious about that one too. And I'll read on justice of peace. I'm curious about the justice of peace because I think it has been a hindrance. I think it's been a big problem with the justice of peace departments or persons who took these positions. And last, they always leave the charity for last. The Bahamas Red Cross Society Amendment. Listen, social service ain't working. I don't care how many seminars y'all have and have the beautiful ladies come up and speak on that. That can't be something that we could continue in our society for our Bahamians. We need an upgrade because we need a government upgrade. When we have a government upgrade, we will have a public upgrade. People will feel more elevated to want to keep their society clean, want to help each other, want to be our brother's keepers. This cloak and dagger attitude that's going on in our country, it can't continue, okay? So, again, I'm going to end here. I think we have Mr. Lincoln Bain will be on, and we have a new platform of persons coming on to speak. I want you to tune in around 5:30. Share the information. Again, I believe that it's high time. It's really high time that we have a new government other than what we've had because I believe the two government has really divided us on common sense issues, on common sense things that needs to be repaired, fixed, remodified, upgrade in our society. And we cannot keep doing the yin and yang and give me one more chance and I better than me. Y'all did this, you did this. Crime rate was higher under you. Crime rate is higher under me. I give away this amount of property. No, I give away this property. You got them giving away our land. You got them telling the investors, you could listen here. We operating like this. We seem to be operating from under them, not the COI, because the COI will operate from a position of strength. Not this weak, diluted. Because if you want a little bit of tourists, let's go spend millions to talk about our country, and dirt is everywhere. I'm sure the tourists see it. I'm sure they drive around in their car and they see a community. Yes, I'm not saying you don't have good investments and hotels. I'm not saying that. But when you go into our communities, it is dilapidated. It's not very, it doesn't give you when you didn't see what you see, right? There's no unseeing it. And there's no giving the government a chance to, one more time. There's no. There's no chance. It's now or never, Bahamians. If the young generation, they're 25, is destitute, the 30-year-old destitute, the 40-year-old will be the millennials, I guess, who are the professionals, struggle to come back home to be viable in their own country, because the old career politicians want to remain as if they're the be-it-all to why our country or where our country should go. No, you're not. Mr. Davis, latter 2024, you told us you was going to come to the table. CFAL, I don't know what happened, why y'all didn't come to the table. Y'all ain't show us no proof, but y'all cannot come and use this Gestapo move 6 months into an election and put it in some headline. Everybody isn't reading the newspaper anymore. You fail to address issues that concern us. I just read these bills and there is no connection. And we're not happy about it. We're definitely not happy about that smuggling bill. We don't know what this Junkanoo thing is about. We don't know what this protection data is all about. Protect which data? What you talking about? The climate change mixing with the carbon initiative? Really? That's it? You can put it is it this thick? I won't know because I won't read it. But no, I'm tired of this protocol law-breaking government under the PLP. Yes, y'all dancing around here as if the people are happy. The people are not happy. I talk to them all the time. They're not happy with what they see. All right? But you know something? Just like how they oust Perry, they whip him. Minutes, they call an election, they whip you. Was it Mr. Ingram the time before Perry? They whip you. All of this talk and coming up to us and laughing and having a sound bite isn't the generation that you could fool back then. We are a completely different generation. All right, that's it. I am done. Please help me share this, everyone. I will be taking a sabbatical little break, but I will be back on Tuesday night with the youth who are concerned about the same thing that I'm concerned about. And they're like 3 decades younger than me. Uncut 242. Well, they're gonna try to keep everything when I'm on the segment cut. And then after that, they have an after hour when the young people come out. And they allow, what I like about that show, it's very timely. They allow Bahamians from It doesn't matter what political party you're on. They let you come in and talk. They let you say. They don't be fighting each other in the community over candidates. They say what they have to say and they cuss. I just ain't gonna cuss. Because this is 2026 and, we're coming bigger and better. But, it's the young people. They have to do what they got to do. They have to say what they have to say and y'all got to feel them. That bill I just read, y'all just fail again. Y'all keep pushing. We can keep pushing. And we can push with the facts and how we want to see our country run. And we want to be respected in our country called the Bahamas. Alrighty, I'm gone. You take care. Goodbye.